Hey, welcome to Immortal Realm. Let's start our list. On number 10, we have amazing G. Jiri. Even though G. Jiri is the most powerful person in the world, he acts like he is the weakest. He was born to a mother with unrivaled power and a father from a gangster family. Even as a baby, he displayed Herculean strength, demolishing furniture and the house itself, as well as beating his father. In an effort to grant him a normal life, his parents decided to brainwash him. "You are the worst person to ever walk on earth," they said, and they also said to never get close to anyone. This is the story of Jiri's personal growth, of how the strongest man in the world will overcome trauma and self-doubt. This manhwa has a very naive main character, but at the same time our main character is just too overpowered. The art is good and the story is unique. Number 9 on our list is Burnout Shock. Due to an unknown flammable control matter spreading worldwide, weapons, infrastructure, and human-built civilization had gone to ruins. Young Ray, who lost his mother, Young Ray's mother was killed in front of him. Being helpless, weak, and pitiful, Young Ray could only watch and cry. Young Ray swore in his heart that he would avenge his mother. He takes experiment pills and loses his memory after going berserk. 10 years later, working as a soldier protecting civilians from the mafias, Ray, suffering from the side effects of the experiment, discovers that in order to find the cure, he needs to find Woman of Fire. Ray's story in order to survive with the Woman of Fire, Seunga, as well as avenging his mother, begins now. Number 8 on our list is Imprisoned 1 million years. My disciples are all over the world. Lu Chen, an immortal, was trapped in Chaos Realm for many years. When he woke up again, he discovered a whole different world. The old continent shattered into countless pieces. The North and South poles reversed. The heavenly suns went from 9 to 1. The wild beasts vanished, and the humans, who only had one small wild country a long time ago, have spread all over the world. A mangy dog he had picked up in the past turned out to be the ruler of a kingdom, and a little girl he kindly adopted turned out to be an immortal. After our main character wakes up, no one realizes that he is that legendary immortal. No one knows that Lu Chen, who looks like an ordinary mortal, is nothing ordinary. Number 7 on our list is the all-devouring whale. It all started with a whale whose cultivation was all about swallowing things. This was a fantasy world crowded with spiritual monsters. Feng Ling Xiao, who is also our protagonist, the chief of Sky Vagabond, grew a little catfish into an all-devouring whale and became a world-famous spirit master. However, the whale somehow failed in a combat and turned into a cruel zombie whale which swallowed Feng Ling Xiao, his master itself. When Feng Ling Xiao wakes up, everything had changed. He realizes that all this cannot be just a coincidence. His well-behaved catfish, or you can say all-devouring whale, did not become a berserk zombie coincidentally. Instead, he thinks that there is a big conspiracy in it. Number 6 on our list is The God of Game of God. I know this manhwa's name is a bit confusing, but that is how it is. Myongin, a student at a third-rate university, doesn't get much support or respect at home. But his true identity is a professional online gamer who is famous and rich, a star gamer nicknamed God of Game. Suddenly, 3 beauties intrude into his double identity life, and Myongin learns a shocking truth about them. The elites of the society play something called Game of Gods. If you win, you receive superhuman abilities and powers, and you can basically rule the real world. I was looking forward to this manhwa because this manhwa was really interesting. The start of the story is really good and interesting, but after a few chapters, annoying girls start appearing in this manhwa. I hate these kinds of things when a good story is destroyed because of these annoying girls who just keep annoying our main character and doesn't let him become successful or do whatever he wants. Number 5 on our list is My Dad is Too Strong. I know this manhwa is a pretty old one and almost all of my readers might have read this one. But there are quite a few new readers who have just joined our Immortal Realm family. So for them, I introduce some old but good manhwas in every video. A scattered-brained, talentless civil servant returned as a heavenly demon. He now wished to live the rest of his life peacefully, and his days in the Murim were full of conflict and bloodshed. However, one day, suddenly he receives an odd request. Please be my father until I graduate. He suddenly gained a daughter out of nowhere. I love this manhwa because our main character looks like an ordinary guy, but no one would have expected that he is the heavenly demon and he is the most overpowered being on earth. He just wants to live a peaceful life, but can he really live a peaceful life? Number 4 on our list is The Book of Lagier. The great demon king, Embelden, was the first to unite the demon world. One day, a human dared to summon the demon king. It was the greedy and fat Prince Lagier. However, while summoning the demon king, he had made a mistake in the process, which caused his death. Lagier's body is forcefully frozen because of the contract he had made with the demon king. Well, I might as well just grant him his wish. The demon king decides to become Lagier and grant the wish the prince had before he was frozen to death, until the day the kingdom of Jiraiya rules the world with power unmatched by anyone. This is the start of a new legend. No one actually knows that this prince is actually the demon king. Number 3 on our list is Mercenary Enrollment. At the age of 8, Yu Aijin lost his parents in a plane crash and became stranded in a foreign land, forced to become a child mercenary in order to stay alive. He returns home 10 years later to be reunited with his family in Korea, where food and shelter are plenty and everything seems peaceful. But Aijin will soon learn that life as a teenager is a whole other feat of survival. With only 1 year of high school left, Aijin must master new tactics to maneuver his way around the schoolhouse battleground. Can he survive a year of high school, or rather, will the school be able to survive him? The teenage mercenary is prepared to use all his military skills to do whatever is necessary to protect his family and experience the life of a high schooler. Number 2 on our list is Return of the Frozen Player. 5 years after the world had changed, the final boss appeared. This final boss for Area Earth was the Frost Queen. If we can just defeat the final boss, our life will go back to normal. The top 5 players in the world, including Spectre, Seo Jun-ho, who is also our protagonist, finally defeated the Frost Queen. But they fell into a deep slumber. 25 years have passed. Spectre awakes from his slumber and is astonished to realize that another floor has appeared. Number 1 on our list is Gosu. It is one of the most oldest as well as the best martial arts webtoon. When his master dies, Gangyang pledges to avenge his teacher at all costs. After training his martial arts skills in seclusion, Gangyang sets off to hunt down the traitors and make them pay. But when he gets to the town, he discovers that they are already dead. Well, what is he supposed to do now? At the start of this manhwa, you will see a fat little boy selling dumplings. You will even get confused and start thinking that is he just a side character, but let me tell you, he is our main character. Everyone mistakes him for some chubby little guy, but actually he is an overpowered master of martial arts. This manhwa is very interesting and I love the art. Well, that's all for today's video and I hope you liked it. You can join our Discord for more manhwa recommendations and subscribe to our channel. Have a very beautiful day.